Hello and welcome to Veggie Patch Ideas. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to have a time out, a half-time meeting, a huddle, whatever you want to call it. We're going to get into it and I'm talking about what's gone wrong on the plot, weather, weeds, snails, slugs. Let's go there. Now I thought I would do this because many of you garden alone, and I've got the benefit of running this site, so I talk to gardeners all day long, every day, and what we get from that is knowledge, basically, and what's happening in the season and where's everyone sticking and what's going well for other people. So I thought I'd bring you guys up to speed with what's going on in the microcosm that is southwest England. Now, the weather here, well, in the polytunnel right now it's 6 o'clock PM, it's around 25 degrees, but it's cold outside. There's a very cold wind, and this seems to be a theme. We'll get a sunny day and it'll be cold, or we'll get a very cloudy day, or rain. And rain seems to be the choice word of the season so far, because we have had far too much of it. What has happened with the crops because of all this rain and reduced light levels is, quite simply, some things have not performed, and we'll go through the list. Spring onions. I've sown 2, 3 or 4 trays of spring onions so far, and one is starting to show promise, which I sown the other day in June. So if you haven't watched that video, go back. But we've got our first one, and it's just come through now. So fingers crossed on that, because I've got nothing else. And speaking to other people, they are really struggling with spring onions. So there's the first one out of the way, and there's not a lot we can do about this. So we can either keep sowing, or if you're crafty, like I am, where are they? I have a tray of leeks, and I've done far too many leeks. I think they're outside. So what I can do is plant them into the ground early. Don't dip them in, so don't make big holes, just put them straight in, and then harvest them young. And that'll give me my young onions. They'll taste a little bit leaky, but they will replace that salad onion into the salads, because we can basically eat leeks at any point of growth. So that's my workaround for my spring onions. And if your spring onions, if you give up altogether on spring onions this year, sow yourself a tray of leeks. They'll germinate and they will come through, and that's just a way you can get a harvest of tiny sort of salad onions on a sort of a cheat code. Now, next up on the failure list is French beans. Now, you know, I've sown a lot and I've put a lot in the ground, and they're still in there, and they're just not climbing up the canes as well as I thought, or as well as they normally do by this point in the year. So looking around the plot, and there's 80 plots here, so I've been around a few, and everyone is struggling with beans this year. There's one guy who's done well on runner beans, but he put them on the site of an old compost heap. Mine were trenched in with compost, and they're not really growing as fast, and it seems to be a theme throughout. So don't get too worried about your French beans not coming through, or your sugar snaps, or anything like this. We can play the long game on this, so we can sow some extras now and plant them in towards the end of the month, and then if we get a decent summer coming through, it'll just be a later harvest. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. The ones in the ground now may come to something, but I'm going to sow another tray just in case, as a backup. And here's a favourite, and it is one of the most things I hear constantly throughout the day, and that's slugs and snails. And why not? It's been so wet here, the slugs have absolutely multiplied. They're like gremlins. You put water on and there's 100 slugs looking at you. So lettuce has suffered this year, and it's suffered quite bad. Everyone's struggling with lettuce because as soon as you put it out in the ground, it gets destroyed. There's good news on this front as well, because I have found a workaround for this, and I hope it gives you some guys a bit of a way forward and sort of things to look at in the future. You don't have to do it this season, and that's a good thing to remember. You'll have failures, you'll have successes, but there's always another season. So don't get too down on yourself. It is just gardening, and that's what we do it for. We love a challenge, and every year is different. So, bit off track, but what my workaround is simply I've noticed my low tunnel has been absolutely fantastic for lettuce up to about now, and really if we get any severe heat the lettuce will bolt, but we haven't. So I would say for a good 8 months of a year I can use my low tunnel for lettuce or salad crops, which is absolutely fantastic. That's the workaround for lettuce. Now, just to continue on the slug and snail theme for just that little bit longer, because it does seem to be the main worry for everyone right now. You can use a net and sort of dig it into the ground and trench it round, and this will stop any slugs coming from the garden into the area that you're clearly wanting to protect. Before you put it on, check the ground or just loosen up the dirt on the top of the soil, because this is where the slugs do like to hide. So check it over first and then put this netting over. It's basically a hoop tunnel, and it stops those pesky slugs crawling in and taking your crops once you've gone home. And then last of the things that have been failing this year, so there's only 4, it's carrots. We keep sowing them, and people have done 4 or 5 seed packets, believe it or not, trying to get these things to germinate. I've seen tricks like planks, everything you name it, going on the carrots to try and get them germinated, and it's just not happening. The only way you can germinate carrots in such a wet environment is if it's in a raised bed with netting across the top to keep the slugs out, and then hope and cross everything that your carrots germinate. I will be doing another carrot video and I'll cover everything fairly soon, but carrots has been that stinker which everyone's suffering with. So if your carrots are failing, you're not alone. So some things we can celebrate about as well. It's not all doom and gloom. It's of course the strawberries, and these have been the best crop so far, and I don't know why, because the light levels have been fairly terrible, but they have just cropped, and they've cropped so heavy that every day I'm taking a punnet or 2 home, and they just keep coming back for more. So the strawberries I want to celebrate. And speaking of celebrating, we've got carrots are going to be harvested out of a polytunnel, and let me try and find, I've got so many. There you go, not too bad, and they're all fairly this sort of size, so decent carrots coming out the polytunnel. So that's 1 harvest. I'm glad I sowed earlier. Now, if you're looking for something different to try in your polytunnel, or you're just fed up with growing the same sort of stuff, I've got a tub of blueberries here, and I've had them for years, and you plant 2 plants together, by the way. I can go into that in a bit on a later video, but they're doing really well, and the blueberries this year, they're cropping very, very well. So it's another win for Veggie Patch Ideas. Now, all that being said, everything else in the plot is going in the right direction, so everybody's happy here. Now, I know this is a little bit different from the content I usually make, but I'd just like to see and try something different to address any problems you guys might have. So if this has helped you out in any way, please leave a comment. Leave a comment with your biggest problem at the moment, and I'll try to address it, and I'll try to find a solution for you that you may not have thought about. Or just say thank you, or it was of no help to me whatsoever. put it in the comments below, and if it is something that you like, we can continue to do it. But if I get a big silent blank out of all you guys, then I'll know it's a non-starter and we don't need to make this type of video again. As always guys, I'll link some goodies in the description for you just to give you a bit of help along the way, and we'll catch you on the next video.